Hello everyone, welcome to Pepcoding. So in this video we are going to discuss another problem of our stack module, so which is next smaller element to the left. So this question is similar to the previous one. If you didn't watch the previous question, please go and watch it. That question is very helpful for you in this question. So firstly we discuss this question, then we move to our approach. So let's start. So in this question you are given a number n, so they are providing a number n represent the size of our array a. Okay, so we have n in the second line, we have n numbers representing the elements of array a. And the third line, what they are saying you are required, we have to require print, we have to find next smaller element on the left of every element of array, or every elements of an array. Okay, so input and output handle for you. Okay, already input. So there is a line next smaller element of the matrix. So in this line, what they are saying, let's suppose we have an array of 5 size. Okay, the length of array is 5. We are at third element, and the value of third element is 4. Okay, so we have to find out the next smaller element to the left. In the, like, we are at the third element, so third index, so we have to find out the next smaller in the left, maybe it's second index or first index. So let's suppose we have value 4 at the third index and 3 at the second index. So when we start moving in the left, then when we move to second index, the value 3 is the left smallest element for the third index, whose value is 4. I hope you understand. And there is another statement which is note: if an element does not have any element on its left side smaller than it, consider -1 as its next smaller element. So what they are saying in this line, let's suppose we are at third index and the value is 4. Then we start moving in the left, and then we find we don't have any value whose value which is less than the 4. So we take -1 as the left smaller element for that index. So let's see our input output. So in the sample input, they are providing us 5, 5, 3, 8, -2, 7. For that sample input, we have output -1, -1, 3, -1, -2. So that's all about the question. Let's move to our approach. For that, moving to our whiteboard. So I'm creating a array. In that question is totally similar to last one. So in the last question, we are taking array. Same thing we are doing here. They are providing us an array. Also we have an answer array. So I am creating an answer array. Okay. So also we have a stack. This is 5 size array. This is our answer array. Okay, and then we have a stack. This is our stack. You can see. Now what we have to do, let's suppose I am putting 19254 here. This is the given array. This is our answer array. This is our stack. Okay. So in the last question, what we are doing, that question is totally similar. That's why I asking again. If you didn't watch the video, go and watch the video and understand that question. That's very helpful for you in this question. You totally understand the mechanism, or like working, or our approach in this question we are doing. So in the previous question, what we are doing, we have to find out smallest from right, and in this question we have to find out smallest left. So in older question or previous question, what we are doing, we are start iterating from n and moving to 0. But in this question we have to find out smallest left. So we are start iterating for 0 and moving to n, from 0 to n. Let's start iterating. Okay. So for first one, what we do, check in left. We don't have any element in the left, so for that what we have to do, we have to put -1. Why I am putting -1 here, you can see here this question is consider -1 as its next smaller element if does not have any element on its left side and smaller than it. Okay, I hope you understand. Then, and another thing what we have to do, we have to put this in the stack, push in the stack. Now come to 9. For 9 we have to find out the smallest in the left, so for that one we have to move to the stack and check. So we have two type of condition for stack. For, like, we have a constant, adding the element in the or the number in the stack is mandatory, and before push that element in the stack we have to check out the condition. So we have two type of conditions. First, the number is greater, like similar to this one, 9 is greater than 1, which first one is the number is greater than current number is greater than the number which is present at the peak or top of the element. So you can see here 9 is greater than the 1. So what we have to do, the first we have to do this, we have to add this number in the array, answer array, and then we have to push here and we have to push this 9 in the, okay, let's move to 2. Here we have to find out the next left smallest for the 2, then we move to stack, and then there is our second condition. First is for maximum, second is smaller, because the value of 2 is less than the 9. So if the value of our current element is less than the element which is present on the peak of the stack, then we have to start popping it out until we get the number at the peak whose value is less than the current value, current number, or the size of stack becomes 0. I am again repeating, if the value of our current element value is less than the value of element which is present on the peak of the stack, then what we have to do, we have to start popping it out until we get the element whose at the peak whose value is less than the 2 or size become 0. So when we pop it out 9, then we check it again for 1. Now when we check for 1, the value is less than 2, so we push 2 here. Before pushing it, we put it in the, okay. Let's move to another one. Let's move to 5. For 5, what we have to do, we move to this and check. So 5 value is greater, push 2 in the array. So add value in the array and push 5 in the stack. Now move to 4. Move to 4. In the 4, for the 4th same condition which come with the 9 with 2, this condition here, value of 5 is greater than the 4. So what we have to do, we have to pop it out and then check. So value of 2 is less than the 4, so we add 2 here and put push in the, I hope you understand what I do here. I am again repeating, we have to find out the left smaller left element for the given elements, so that we are creating a new answer array in which we are adding the left elements, and we have a stack in that we have, before pushing the element, we are checking the two conditions, first for greater value and second for the smaller value. For greater, what we are doing, if the value of our current element is greater than the element value which is present on the peak of the stack, what we have to do, we have to put or add that element in the answer array, and then we have to push our element in the stack. Otherwise, the value of element which is present in the peak is greater than the value of our current element, so we have to pop it out and then again check. If again it's greater, then pop again and again until we get the element whose value is less than our current element or the size becomes 0. So let's move to our editor where we can write our code. So I make it full size. Now see here, we have to, in the, they are giving us a number n represent the size of array. Then we have array a, then we have element in the this, and we have a function sol which we have to complete. So for that we have to complete it. Firstly, I create an array int answer array whose size is new int arr dot length. Okay, then we are creating a stack integer type, integer type. Okay, integer type st new stack, new stack. Okay, so firstly what we do, in at answer at 0 we add -1. Why we are taking -1, you can see here. For this one there is not element in the left, so we add -1 here. Then in the stack st dot push, what here we are doing, st dot push arr at 0. We are pushing one in our stack, you can see this here, this thing here. Okay, now what we do, we start iterating from int I is equals to 1 and I is less than arr dot length I plus plus. And firstly check is the value is st dot size is greater than 0, st dot size is greater than 0, and st dot peak is greater than equals to arr at I. Then what we do, we start pop st dot pop. You can see this condition, you can understand this condition here. For before 5 we have, before 4 we have 5, so we check, then we pop 5 out and push it here. So same thing we do, we pop it out and check. I'm taking something, now we can see it. If st dot size becomes 0, then what we do, we add -1, I is equals to -1, else answer at I is equals to st dot peak. Okay, at the end st dot push arr at I, in the end we return answer. Okay. So I am again explaining what I am doing here. I am creating an answer array, so that in that what we do, in this we are creating an array of our given array size, so that we can add, in this we can add the left smallest next of the element. Initially I am adding -1 at the 0 index, then I push starting element, you can see I am push 1 here. Okay, then I start iterating, then check condition if st is 0, size is greater than 0, and the condition if the st the element which is present on the peak is greater than our current element, then pop it out. Then check if size becomes 0. If the size, you can see if there is not element, like it's blank, I am removing these all from the array, so it's empty. Then what we have to do, we have to add -1, else we have to put peak element which is on the peak. At the last we have to push our element which is mandatory condition, At the end, we are returning the array. So I am trying to compile it. Is there any error or something? No. It's compiled successfully. We don't have any error. We get answer -1, -1, 3, -1, -2. Let's see in our sample output. The sample output, we have -1, -1, 3, -2. Same, so trying to submit it. So we get 10 out of 10. So it's compiled is completely, and we get 10 out of 10. So it's submitted. If you have any doubt, that's all about the question. If you have any doubt, please write in the comment section, like the video and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching the video.